there's a difference between a home warranty and home insurance.
Yes.
Okay, significant
Yes,
difference.
absolutely.
A home warranties for kind of the stuff that breaks.
The systems.
The systems, right? And home insurance is for like the structure and for theft and things like that.
Catastrophic.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, but let's talk about like when you get a warranty, there's often like limits involved.
Right.
So talk to me about that a little bit.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
So I always say my biggest competition is no home warranty, right? So
Right.
getting nothing protects you from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different kinds out there, and a lot of companies, including mine in certain categories, have limits.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as we enter into hotter months,
Yeah.
I like to talk about ACs because I don't like to deal with them, but I like to talk about them.
But that's what you end up dealing with in the summer.
Right.
That's
And,
what we deal with,
it's
yeah.
hot out here. And so there's companies where you can choose your own contractor. But a lot of their max payouts are on AC $3,500 on a highest policy.
Wow.
So,
And those systems are like 10 grand. I mean,
so
at least.
systems run, depending on the size,
Yeah.
typically on a retail side, $12,000 to $20,000 per system.
wow.
So a large company like ours, we source large systems like that from the manufacturers. So we cut out we don't pay retail.
Gotcha.
So we're probably 30 to 40% less in what we're paying
Okay.
than from a retail side.
Gotcha.
So even if we have limits, which we do on certain things, but
Right.
systems from AC, we do not limit.
Wow.
So,
That's huge. I got to tell you, I know that's huge.
Especially here.
Yeah.
right. So what we have restrictions on is it cannot exceed 5 tons because anything over 5 tons is considered commercial.
Okay.
And we don't do commercial, we do residential.
I see.
And then we don't restrict the cost of refrigerant on any of our plans for a repair or replacement.
Okay.
And so at the end of January, we have all these different kinds of refrigerants.
Yeah.
But
They keep changing it.
so R22 is kind of the original. It was the Freon.
Right.
And can't be manufactured anymore, but it can be used for repair or replacement if you've got, not replacement, sorry, but for a repair.
If they can find it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And at the end of January, a 20-pound jug of wholesale priced R22 was $1,200. So retail is probably double that. And the average, a system doesn't take 20 pounds, please don't get me
No,
wrong.
no.
But the average repair is about 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And so somebody's making money off of that. And $2,400 is,
That's crazy. That's a big
I mean,
number.
it's just my guess. I mean,
Yeah.
1,200 wholesale.
So if that's 20 pounds, so a quarter of that is still $600
Right.
wholesale
Wholesale.
for that repair.
And I have a good plan that for $650. So, I mean, it's like you could buy a whole nother plan.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's important. We restrict permits, code upgrades, modifications, things that aren't the physical system, although you still need them to complete the job.
Right.
But it's not the physical system. It's not the actual AC or the actual furnace.
Right.
And so we do have limits on those things, but I have like I say, I have competitors that limit it to 3,500. I have competitors that limit to 5,000. I
Right.
have competitors that are 10 or 15. So, I mean, we're inching up there where there are some, strong competitors with me. If
Right.
but we have no limit.
Got it.
Now, does that mean that if we replace your AC, the next year you're going to get a renewal if that's the first year you had a plan? Probably not,
Yeah,
because the
right.
loss is something we'll never make up. But you have a brand new AC system and you
Right.
paid a plan at, my highest plan at $800. Maybe you paid out of pocket $2,000 on a high, on
Right.
a potential high end. $2,000 for a,
For a $20,000 system?
yeah. I mean, so
I can live with that.
Sign me up.
Yep.
exactly.
I can live with that.
Yeah, me too. Like I offered as tribute my 2 older AC units for them to give it a try with the new systems, and they didn't take me up on it. I mean, I do have a plan,
Yeah.
but I offered and they just
Well,
didn't.
my systems they're 19 years old now, so, and I'm worried. I'm
Well,
worried.
Well, that
And-
brings up a good question. Is there a limit on how, if the system is really old, that you don't cover it?
No, so we have no depreciation. We have
Nice.
no limit on the number of systems as long as they're under that 5 tons. Excuse
Right.
me.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you've got that going for you.
Nice.
And we do not deny on lack of maintenance. I know that you take care of your systems.
I do.
We might require somebody to get their system maintained and cleaned because a lot of times that will take care of an issue.
Right.
And they'd have to pay for that out of pocket because we don't do the upkeep.